By Everlast, I'm here with a winner and still IBF World Champion, Sonny Edwards. I mean, the whole build-up to this has been back and forth between the two teams, but is there respect there now between you and Waz and his team?
There never was not respect between me and Waz. I mean, me and Waz shared rounds, and even though, I thought they went a certain way, I knew it was tough because he gave me good rounds, you know what I mean? It was good spar. So I knew the fight was going to be hard. I knew he's got a terrific chin. But I thought I could get him out there. That's why I was trying to let him exert a little bit of energy. I was trying to let him hit target a lot and hit arms, and I was trying to sort of time a big shot. I think I was catching him, but he showed there that he wasn't going nowhere. Even his trainer Danny, we embraced. There is a lot of respect there, and even though it got a bit fiery, that's probably because as much as Waz wanted it, I know Danny wanted it. So I understood it. I understood the sort of attempt to get in my head and the back and forward while Waz was just sort of chilling out. But yeah, great respect to the team. They did have a good game plan. It was a rough fight. I was expecting it. There was a lot of elbows, a lot of heads, but I'm a world-class boxer. I'm an elite boxer, and I showed there that I can mix it a little bit. And I've got a chin. I took some shots. I gave some shots. Probably landed a better, cleaner, bigger shots as well. But it was a great fight. I think maybe a little bit better for the neutral than a lot of my performances. But I thought I won clear. I thought it was about 9-3, 10-2. Grant had it 8-4 plus 2 points off. And I think the ref, I think he was right with the points. He didn't really stop Waz doing what he was doing though, but it gave me the just desserts of what I needed and made the scorecards weighing away. But I think them points probably helped the judges give some of the close rounds, but I didn't really think I was losing any of the rounds, to be honest. I was quite comfy, maybe a couple, like I said, but not 5. I didn't lose 5 rounds, no way.
That's what I was going to say. With the two knockdowns, the 2 points deducted as well. If that night it would have been a lot closer fight, maybe 2 rounds in it. I was going to mention the scorecards to you and your thoughts on that. Obviously, your team, Grant, said he thought it was 8-4, and Grant also said that he didn't win the rounds. You gave them the rounds. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, but I'm working on a lot of things, and at what cost did he get those close rounds? I mean, in some venues, I was winning all those close rounds. I think for most people, I was winning those close rounds. But I know where I am. I'm in the Middle East. Waseem, he had a nice little following here. He's a Muslim fighter in an Islamic country. So who knows the reasons, but it is what it is. I thought I won clear. I thought there was no doubts at the final decision. I thought it was wider than what they gave it. But fair props to Waz. I knew it would be a hard fight. I knew he'd be there and he'd be game and he'd be strong and he'd be rough and he'd be tough. I knew all of that. He's a good fighter. He pushed Mariti very, very close, and I've been in the ring with him and know how hard he is. So yeah, I enjoyed the fight though. I enjoyed the little sitting in the pocket, because any time I wanted to move off, I showed that I could. They thought I was tired. They thought I was getting hurt. It couldn't be further from the truth. I was just trying to stay one step out, because it's not that I don't want people to see me as a runner, but I want to show that I can mix it up a little bit. And I think I showed that. I could tough it out, I can sit on the inside, I can take shots. A few was getting through, but it's probably more the work rate on the arms and the roughness. The judges probably saw him fighting his fight a bit more and swayed. But I think scoring shots, to go back and look at it, I think I won about 10 rounds to 2, to be perfectly honest.
You're still the IBF champion. We all know that you want the WBC. We all know you want the Ring Magazine belt. We all know you want to unify. We all know you want Martinez. You got a message for Martinez? You calling him out?
Well, no, yeah, it's always been Martinez. And mainly for the Ring Magazine. I mean, I'm number 3. I might go up after that. Waseem was ranked number 1 with the WBA, number 3 with the IBF, number 5 with the WBC, I think. So he's a world-rated fighter. He's a good fighter, But I just know what level I'm at, and I'm world class. That wasn't my best performance by a long way. I was working on things in there. When against Martinez, I wanted to show that I could tough it out a little bit. I wanted to show myself riding shots when it does get hard. But anytime I wanted to take it away, look what I did in the last couple of rounds. I just took it away from him. Simple as that.
We all know that you've had a couple of interviews with Coogan this week out in Dubai, and we all know there's one man that can make that Martinez fight, and we all know who he is. You think after that performance there that you'll get on the blower to Mr. Eddie Hearn and get this fight made?
Well, I mean, it won't be me personally. It'll be my advisor Daniel. It'll be pressuring Eddie. The fight's already been talked about. They probably would gain a lot of confidence from that, thinking maybe my legs are slowing down or that I'm trying to fight. Obviously, Martinez will bring a different performance out of me, even though Waseem is probably a world level fighter. He's not a world class puncher. Martinez is, but Martinez has a lot of openings that Waseem didn't give. He was very composed. He stood off a lot more than I thought he would, and he stayed out of range a lot more than I thought he would. I thought he'd be trying to pressure more and give my openings, but he did pick his moments quite well. And I think after a few rounds, when I buzzed him, he was, he's being more careful when he come in, and then when he went, he really committed. It was a good game plan from them, trying to make it rough and tough, but thankfully I didn't come away with all the cuts, because to be honest, it wasn't me putting my head in, it wasn't me trying to get all close and personal and elbow, so thank God. I probably didn't deserve him, but that's a big old little shiner that I've seen.
That's going to be a beauty in the morning.
I know, I'm going to get some ice on it, but my corner work, all praise goes to Grant. He said, look, they're not going to give you these close rounds, and he was right, because clearly every close round, barely close round, must have went to him for them scorecards. Like I said, I thought I won probably 10-2, maybe 9-3 at a push, plus the 2 rounds. I thought I won clear, to be honest with you, Andy, mate. I really do.
Talking about team roughing you up and Waseem being tough and stuff like that, but you've showed as well that even though you're stereotyped as that classy boxer, you're quite tough yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been telling people, I can get on my bike in 12 rounds and my legs don't go, because that's what I've been doing for my whole life. I wanted to work on it in the ring tonight, and I thought I got a bit of space. First round I buzzed him. I felt like I hurt him in the first round, but I didn't want to get carried away in my success. I know I'm not a world level puncher, but I can dig. His reaction showed that. Waseem's very tough. He went 12 rounds with Maruti, and he put Maruti down, not the other way around. So I knew it was going to be a hard fight, but I thought I controlled it. I thought I relaxed. I thought there was no moment in there that I was uncomfortable. And maybe, even though I'm not uncomfortable, I need to be a bit more aware of how it's looking outside, especially when they're trying to give him rounds, But like I said, I enjoyed it. And still, we're going for the WBC, we're going for the ring, and then we'll see where we go. I've got the best team in the business. I've got the best trainer in my eyes in the whole game. He reads things so well, not just in the ring, outside the ring. The judges, he's so switched on, and yeah, I've got everything behind me. So I want to shout out my whole team, include Still City Gym, Grant Smith. I want to shout out Reese from Elite Step, who's behind you, Anto, who has been such a guiding light to me, Daniel Kinahan as well. I've got the best team, MTK Global. I am blessed. And Probellum, my second fight with him, my second headline, big show, big time boxing, and the shows are just getting bigger and better and better, and I'm glad and thankful that Richard Schaefer and the whole team, there's so many to name.
There's so many, you've not even said anything about me yet, Sonny.
Yeah, Coogan and Andy as well for covering the fight week. It's been great. And I'm only getting better, I'm showing that I'm maturing, I'm showing that I'm getting stronger, I'm showing that I can hurt people. A couple of years they're going to start going down when I'm hitting them like that, do you know what I mean?
Sonny, I know you want to go and celebrate with your team. I know you got a few friends out here as well that probably want to celebrate you with, so I won't keep you much longer. Just one more message. We all know the fight you want, we all know the man you need to speak to, but have you got a message for Martinez and Eddie Hearn?
Look, it's the biggest fight to make. It's the only fight people are talking about in the division. There's the bad blood there, there's the personal anti of Eddie leaving, walking in the ring with Charlie, leaving with Martinez, had him signed before they even got in the ring. So it's personal. That's why when they put the DAZN 4 fights next to Martinez and I weren't mentioned, I lost my head a little bit, because I've worked 17 years to be getting mentioned and stuff like that. So don't leave me out and put my brother there. He's not even at the same weight no more. Do you know what I mean? I'm here. I'm ready. I'll fight anyone. Anyone. If you offer me fights at a weight above, 2 weights above, send the contract. I'm there. I'm a proper fighter and I want to be in proper fights. Win, lose or draw. Genuinely, Andy, I'd rather overstep the mark and find my level every time than sit there wondering at the end of my career, what if I did that, I don't want easy fights. Even Waseem was a very tough operator. I didn't have to choose him. I could have, got a little European that I would have just tranced, knocked out, and I picked someone that was ranked top 5 in 3 governing bodies, who'd only lost once to the IBF champion, who hadn't lost in 13 years. I'm here for business, and that's it.
Well, Sonny, like I said to you, go and celebrate with your team. I know Grant's probably there, want to celebrate a little bit now, because Grant's I've not seen a smile on his face all week, so it's good to see a smile on Grant's face, and he's got a Diet Coke in his hand. That's a bit as heavy as Grant goes. But listen, go and enjoy yourself. You've been a star all week. Great fight as well, man. There's more to come from Sonny, so thank you so much, mate.
No, thank you, Andy. Thank you, mate.
Thank you, brother. Cheers.